A new union manual, that is a manual showing what lengths the unions will go to build their ranks. It's calling for escalating pressure tactics on employers, including rolling strikes, jeopardizing relationships with lenders and politicians, damaging an employer's public image. The goal, according to the manual, is to bring management, and I'm quoting now, to its knees. My next guest calls it intimidation for dummies. We have with us Vincent Vernuccio. He is with the Competitive Enterprise Institute. We should tell you that we tried to reach out to the Service Employees International Union, which put out the manual, and we got no response to it. All right, Vincent, do they go after this manual, does it tell union people to go after personal information of managers and executives, including their children, details like that?
It basically instructs them to go after whatever and however they possibly can. It instructs them to even go to their manager's personal residence, their homes in residential neighborhoods, and do leafleting there, do leafleting outside their church, use third parties to attack them so it doesn't even look like the union's doing it. They are doing whatever they can to try to intimidate and to push these companies to recognize the union. And mind you, I'm sorry, go on.
But okay, is any of this illegal? We may call it unethical, we may call it pressure tactics in the extreme, but can you say it's illegal?
Well, I'm just going by what the manual states, and the manual specifically says that union members have to sometimes disobey the law, and it says that they should do that to further their own interests. So the manual talks about disobeying the law, so you can only imagine to what extent this will be taken.
Isn't there a lawsuit again about this manual at the moment?
There is. The catering company Sodexo is suing the SEIU for racketeering and extortion, and they're saying that the SEIU union tried to basically ruin the business of Sodexo, so Sodexo would capitulate to allowing SEIU to unionize them. And now, mind you, this isn't about the workers. This isn't about allowing the workers to unionize. What SEIU wants is the company to sign a neutrality agreement, which would take away the right to a secret ballot for the workers and basically put a gag order on the company to not tell the workers what exactly unionization would do to the workers and to the company.
I remember a few months ago, I think it may be 6 months ago, I think it was SEIU members invading the home space, so to speak, the home of an executive. Whilst his child was in the house, the child was clearly intimidated, and they held, I'm going to say, a pretty not violent, but it was a very strident demonstration right in front of and on the man's property. I recall that. And you're saying that this kind of tactic that is in a manual, in black and white, put out by a union.
That's right. They advised going after the managers personally, and in that poor kid, he had to lock himself in the bathroom, and he pleaded with a neighbor, when will they going to leave? When are they going to leave me alone? That's what this union is advocating. It's going to somebody's personal home, intimidating them and intimidating their children.
Is it new? Is it a new tactic? Isn't it an extreme new tactic? I can't remember this kind of thing happening in the 70s, 80s, or frankly not even in the 90s. Is it new?
Well, it's old, but they're escalating it. There was a recent congressional oversight hearing on it, and they said that historically there were only a handful of these things, and now we're seeing more and more often unions going to great lengths to get more dues-paying members. Remember, this is all about getting more members. It's not about the rights of workers.
Vincent Vernuccio, thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Stuart,